Hi guys, I'm Nina and this is the 6th episode of my how to draw a realistic male face series of tutorials. I always forget how to say that. Anyways, in this episode we're going to draw a masculine hairstyle and we're going to shade it. So basically we're drawing hair in this episode. So remember to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to support it, to support me, to say thank you by doing that. And let's start the tutorial. In this tutorial, I will be using H, B and 3B graphite pencils, a black pencil for the darkest shadows and an eraser. I have an eraser shaped like a pencil and a kneadable eraser. I can erase some really thin lines by using them. I'm a fan of blending, so a blending tool is also something I will be using today. I personally prefer flat makeup brushes for this. So now we can start sketching. You already see the top of the skull on the drawing, but the hair mass is going to be much higher. So the first thing I'm doing is marking the receding hairline on both sides. This is especially true for most males. I'm not overdoing it now because, the older the guy, the bolder he is. And you can say that by looking at the receding hairline or at the thinning crown. No offense guys, this is the male hormone to blame. A few words about the hairstyle. I just decided to choose the one I think suits this guy, and if you remember, his name is Ralph. So I just roughly sketched the hair, but I kinda see the direction of the hair and even some particular hair locks. And there is no need to draw every particular hair lock right now, every single one, just the main ones, so in the future we would use them to shade by selecting them and doing one hair lock at a time. I always start shading from the left side and with the hardest pencil, of course out of those that I have. So today it's H. Important information: keep your pencils as sharp as possible, all the time. Have you ever seen fat hair? Me neither. And we're trying to do some realism here, right? So keep it in mind. Always follow the direction of the hair you're drawing. I'm currently drawing the left part of the head and my strokes are not random. You can see that I'm leading my pencil up and down from right to left and vice versa just to create a nice hair flow. By the way guys, I will be really happy to see you on my Instagram. I post all my commissions there, different art projects, everything I'm into, so yeah, check it out. As I said, the first, let's call it a layer, is made by using an H pencil. After blending, I'm taking the next pencil, which is B, and doing almost the same. H and B are not too far away from each other, which makes the transition between these two pencils smoother. And together with blending, I can achieve a very soft edges and pretty smooth shadows. 3B will give more depth and a black pencil will be this cherry on top. You might have noticed that I'm not drawing the entire hair mass. I've started with one part and it's on purpose. You see, technically, hair is just like skin, it's a huge area to fill in, and I personally think it's very overwhelming to jump from here to there. I prefer to finish one section and then move to another one. So when I want to, give up, I'm looking at what I've already done and saying to myself, oh look, it looks great, continue. Especially helps with females. Guys are easier, I admit it. By the way, guys, use this hashtag on Instagram if you want to show me how you drew this male face. I will be really curious to see. See you there. So when the left section is done, I'm moving to the next one. Once again, I'm starting with the hardest pencil and I'm following the hair direction. Unfortunately, I can't turn my paper because I'm filming a tutorial for you, but you can and you should do it. It can be hard to make a steady stroke sometimes, so rotate your paper the way you want, find a comfortable position for every hair lock, and don't rush. My hubby and I gathered lots of my tutorials into courses on my homepage, so it's actually pretty convenient and comfortable to use. Check my homepage out and see those courses under the free course link. One more reason why it's good to start with a hard pencil is to avoid the highlights. I've said it a million times already in all my tutorials and I'll say it again. It's easier and faster to avoid the highlighted areas than to erase them later, and some pencil grades are impossible to erase, especially the soft ones. But H pencil can be erased by the worst eraser ever. If you think it's boring to draw hair, I will agree with you. It is boring to draw every single hair, and if you look at the entire hair area, you will see that it's pretty big. I mean, the eyes are tiny compared to the hair area, and you can imagine how much time it will take you to draw long hair. Sometimes it's really crazy. I spend more time on drawing hair than on the entire face, and it makes me want to give up sometimes. That's why it's important to take breaks. I know that some people start their portraits with drawing hair. And the reason why is because when you're in the beginning of this process, you kind of have more will to, more drive and passion to finish it, to make it look good. And the hair takes it away sometimes. So if you start with drawing hair, it might be, more efficient. But I also know people who find drawing and shading hair very relaxing and nice, especially when they're drawing some complex hairstyle such as braids or something like this. So yeah, not everyone hates it, it's just probably me. So I'm slowly making the hair darker and darker by taking softer pencils. I already said that the black pencil is for the darkest areas, obviously, and here I need to remind you about the light situation. Everything depends on the light source, so always remember that. I'm drawing the most average person from my imagination with the most average hair, and the light here is even. Once again, please don't rush when drawing hair, because it is very hard to keep making the same strokes over and over again, and of course people get tired and impatient. So take your time, have some breaks, and do not rush through, and don't give up on your drawing. You can even finish it tomorrow if you feel you're tired. It is totally normal. I get tired too. Nobody told us that it's easy to draw realism, so we all need to respect the amount of time it takes. In the end, if you need, take an eraser and pull out some highlights. And this is it. Remember to check my other hair tutorials if you want to become good at drawing hair. All the links will be in the description. So this is the end of this episode, and now we really drew the entire head. But my series of tutorials are not over yet. There will be a couple, I think, at least one bonus episodes. So see you in the next one, guys. Don't miss anything.